Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kahakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives to do so. To the scattered hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth, and those among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations pursued in Jeremiah 12 and 9, known as the speckled birds. So this is not a black thing. I'm Disciple Parium, a follower of Great Millstone, coming to you with a lesson in truth and sincerity. This lesson will be titled Introspection, Path to Maturity. So, look at the word of introspection or being introspective is having a quality to look within, to examine oneself. Now, by examining yourself, your own thoughts and emotions, you gain a deeper understanding of your fears and motivations, allowing you to confront them and push past discomfort to achieve personal growth. So with that, I'm going to read off 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. So examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own yourselves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. All right. And so basically, in the NLT it says, if not, you have failed the test of genuine faith. All right. So you have to check your ego. Check to see if your ego is holding you back. Let's go to the book of Mark, chapter 10. We read verses 7 and 8. For this cause, actually, you know what? So, give me a second. 17 and 18. And it reads, this is Mark 10, 17, 18. And when he was gone forth into the way, there came one running and kneeled to him and asked him, Good master, what shall I do that I may inherit eternal life? And Yahweh Shai said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Father, that is Yahweh. It's lucky. So, and you see this this account. Yahweh Shai, he checked his ego and he corrected, he corrected the rich young ruler immediately. Okay. So these trials, to be, you have to be motivated in knowing that the Lord Yahweh is dealing with you during these tribulations. So let's go to the book of James, chapter 1. And it reads, My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, and patience is suffering. Okay? Let's go to verse 19. So wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, and slow to speak, and slow to wrath. So I just, and part of this, in doing this lesson, is essentially, showing myself, really digging into myself to be able to speak with a coworker that I don't get along with, right? Basically, essentially, it's all started where, this guy essentially lied on me and, put me in a bad light, and I had to explain, what truly was going on. And he didn't come to me in the beginning, for anything. And so therefore, I had to call him out and say, hey, this is what's really going on with my superiors. Okay. So, recently we had an issue where, he came out and, was trying to out me again, just looking for, just being a demon, basically. And so I applied, this verse right here, James 1:19. I didn't want to, and then he was trying to do it via text message. So I was swift to hear, slow to speak, and actually I didn't say anything at all. And I let my superior handle it. And it didn't turn out the way that he thought it would turn out. Okay? But I'm still willing to be amicable and make amends with this guy if he's willing. If not, I'll just wipe my hands and dust my feet, keep moving. All right? So let's go to the book of James 3:6. And the tongue is a fire, a word of iniquity, which is sin stacked upon sin. And so is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. And the word hell goes to Gehenna, or the valley of Hinnom, which is south of Jerusalem, where they burn flesh, which is the whole Greek mythology BS. But it is what it is, right? And we have plenty of lessons about that, via that GMS has done. So now I want to go to Proverbs 16:27. And it reads, "An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and his lips there is a burning fire." In NLT, it says scoundrels, right? And that's what this guy was being. He was being a scoundrel, okay? And when you look that word scoundrel up in the etymology, it goes to a base man, worthless, one who hides oneself, right? And then also goes into another word called skelm. And in the word skelm, it says devil, which means deceiver. And that's the spirit that he was coming in. But I didn't let it get to me. Essentially, I just kind of gray rocked them. And if you look, you can look that up. It's a the technique you can use with people that are like this, right? You don't show them any emotion. So let's go to Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he. Let me read that again. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. All right. So in the NLT, it reads, "Better to be patient than powerful, and better to have self-control than to conquer a city." Because that could lead to rash decisions. So let's go to the book of Romans 12. Verse 17 through 19. "Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest and in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men." All right, and it says, "If do all that you can." It may not happen, but but the thing is, you putting forth effort and looking into yourself, being introspective. It's gonna get over that hump. It's not necessarily a fear, but it's you being uncomfortable, you being able to tackle that. Okay. Verse 19, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." And that's kind of what I've seen happen in my situation. And, hope y'all can also, if you're doing lessons out there, hey, if you're having issues, deal with them through lessons. Write it down, think about it, be introspective about it, okay? and pray about it. Lord can deal with you. So let's go to Colossians 4, verses 5 and 6. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. All right, because they're not gonna get it if you're trying to give them some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding within the scriptures. Don't do that. Walk in wisdom. All right. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. And I want to go back to the book of Proverbs 16, because this is what is going on right now with me and my superior at my job. Is Proverbs 16 and 7. Before me and her weren't cool like that. We're getting a lot better. And all right, so when a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. On to the next. Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom.